I own 500 guns and I can only pick 5. This is gonna be hard, man. Hey guys, so a question was thrown at me, of all my guns, which 5 would I pick? So as you guys well know, I have tons of guns. I've been collecting for 15 years-ish. And I got to thinking about that and I didn't know how to answer it. I had to really think about it for a couple of days, and I walked through here, just sighed, and I was like, I don't know. So and then I was trying to think scenarios, which is dumb, but I was thinking, useful guns. I mean, Cabots are great, I could pick those, but it's something you just don't shoot all the time. They're not a useless guns by any means, but I mean, it's just something you paid a lot of money for that you really wouldn't want to shoot that often. So I picked guns that are sentimental, which is the first one here, my dad's Mossberg 22. Sentimental, that's one of the main reasons why I picked it. And it's cheap to shoot, because if I want to go shoot, I want to shoot 22. All the time. That's one of my main rounds I shoot. I mean, we could go down a rabbit hole of functionality of each gun, and I would pick this gun because of this, or pick this gun because of that. And I was also thought about weight, storage of ammo, not as take up much room. You wouldn't necessarily pick a 50 cal, which are fun to shoot. I love shooting them, but they take up a lot of room, number one. Number two, the ammo is heavy as hell, and it takes up a lot of space. So if I have a small apartment, I only have that limited amount of space, I'm not gonna pick a big 50 cal and stick it in the closet. It'd just be dumb to me. That's just me. You guys might think different. But it was a very, very difficult choice. I mean, this is a big rabbit hole to go down to. I mean, I could think of a reason to keep every single gun in here, but then you got to narrow it down to functionality and space, like I said, and all the other goodies. So the first one I picked was my dad's Mossberg. Now, 22. Very unique. He had it since he was a kid. It was his very first gun, and it's older. I think he bought this, 50s, maybe 60s, I'm guessing. I never really asked him, to be honest with you, because he died before I had a chance to. But it's very accurate. It's a plinker by, it's a squirrel hunter. I don't shoot it very often. I think I shot it once at the ranch as my first gun I've ever shot at the ranch. I think we got a video of that someplace. But, it's unique, got a sling, it's got a nice action to it. But what I thought it was kind of odd was that it had a drop down forward hand grip. I thought that was very unique. They may have made those a lot back in the 50s. I wasn't alive then, so I have no clue. But it's fun, it's accurate, very limited mag. I mean, it's something you just don't shoot very often. I think I shot this when we shot Dad's ashes with tannerite. I know that's kind of weird, shooting your dad's ashes with the gun he used to own, but I think he would have digged it. He liked guns a little bit to do that. But great gun, I'll never get rid of it. And the only reason I kept this one and chose this one is because sentimental value. Now, the next one is a GA Precision 6.5 Creedmoor. So I have bolt guns and 6.5. I'm a 6.5 nut, as if some of you guys will know. Set it for a suppressor. I can throw a suppressor on it, and it's GA Precision, which is a fantastic company, builds great guns, and with a Schmidt Bender scope. And love shooting 6.5. I can shoot it all damn day. And I picked this one just because it's not as long as the bolt gun. It's shorter, and you still get the same amount of fun with 6.5. You may not get as distance as you want with a bolt gun, a little bit further distance, but it's still a good time with it. Plus, you can go with mags. You're not using the bolt as often. I mean, we can go down a rabbit hole, the pros and cons of it. But I picked this one just because, it was not a cheap gun by any means, but it's a good round gun for short and long distances. So that's the main reason I picked it. Plus, the ammo is fairly cheap and fairly common. So that's the reason I picked that one. The second one is basically, this is what I keep next to the bed, the Bedside gun. Great gun. I had it built by the guys over there at Modern Warriors in St. George, Utah. And I had them build it up. They're all ex-military, and I had them build it. I gave them free reign to build it any way they want, the way they would want to build it for themselves. And this is what they did. You got a 45-degree red dot. You got a Vortex 1x6. you know, light, you know, Q suppressor, which is extremely light, and it's 300 Blackout. It's a good all the way around. That, I mainly picked that one because it has everything on it that you would possibly need, and if you didn't have any of these other guns. Yeah, granted, the 300 Blackout, you're not gonna get a lot of distance out of, but it's a good stopping round. And it's small enough. I mean, I SBR'd it. I mean, it's small enough so you can fit in your closet, you can fit in your truck, you can fit anywhere. That's the reason I kind of dig it. But it's quiet, it's extremely quiet to shoot. And you can use your night vision with it. I mean, it's just perfect as far as I'm concerned. That's why it's next to my bed. But that's the main reason I picked it, because it's already built, set up, ready to go. I don't have to go in to grab another gun that's not built, that I have maybe. But it's a pretty kick-ass gun. I think there's other videos, you guys can check them out, that we did shoot this, and it was fairly quiet. I think we used subsonic 300 Blackout rounds in. I'm not 100% sure, but it's very quiet, very fun to shoot, and it's 300 Blackout, and you can't go wrong. That's why I picked that one. Now, the next one, you guys seen many videos of. This one, I call it my truck gun. I know you guys got tired of hearing it, the B&T 9mm. This is a good, what you would call maybe a sub gun. It's chambered in 9mm, has the suppressor, and B&T makes damn good guns. And it's SBR'd. I mean, it's ready to go in my truck if I want like the 300 Blackout. It's 9mm. You got, comes with I think 3 or 4 30 round or 40 round 9mm mags. And it's just, it's perfect by every means, I think. I think even the Secret Service guys or somebody in the service is using these. But I never have a problem with it. Let's just put it that way. I've never cleaned it since I've owned it. I've shot a lot of rounds through it, and it's never jammed on me. So that gives you a testament of how good B&T is, as far as I'm concerned. But it's got the aim point on it with the nano, small, very compact aim point, which I really, really like. Some people may not like it, but I love it. Backup, you know, iron sights and everything. It's just perfect. So this one, of course, you can use it as a bedside gun if you wanted to, or you can put in your truck. But I picked this one mainly because it's very tiny. 9mm, you can find 9mm anywhere. So if you got to bug out real quick of my place, if I didn't have all these guns and I just had my apartment, I had to bug out, this would be a good one to bug out with. But I chose this one because A, I'm a big fan of B&T, B, I've never had a problem with it, and C, it's 9mm. But I've got other 9mm I know to pick from, guys, I know. But I'm kind of partial to this one. You guys may be not liking that so much because you guys would pick something else I may have. But that thing is tiny when you put it all together. That's why I picked that. Next is my Nighthawk. It's called this Sandhawk, but this was one of my favorite guns. I was told at NRA that this gun is very sought after, that it's a very long waiting list to get them, and they're very pricey. I was told between $9,000 to $10,000. I was a little shocked by that because I didn't pay that. I paid cheaper than that. But this gun's action's phenomenal. You know, it's one, you know, gunsmith, one gun. I mean, you got your RMR and you got the Surefire light. I mean, this gun is one of the best handling guns that I've ever owned. Smooth slide, and it's durable. So you could probably drop the hell of this. I never would on this if I had to, but I picked this one because this is an all-around good platform. Especially it's a 9mm, so because I'm already got a 9mm B&T, so that's part of the reason I picked 9. 45 is great. I love it. It's, you know, it's good, great stopping power, but you know, it's a little bit heavier than 9. So this one I love the most of all my 9s. I actually carried this a few times around when I'm going out with the wife, but this one's pretty kick-ass. So that's the 5 guns I would pick. I mean, tell me what you guys would pick. I mean, there's, out of my collection, basically, I could have picked the, you know, the Shy-Tech, which is on my shirt, by the way. The new swag has come out. It's on the website. Just check it out. It's a pretty badass shirt. It's one of my favorites. And I could have picked the Shy-Tech. I could have picked the Nemos. I could have picked the SIGs. They're great. I have no problems with them. You know, Shy-Tech I wouldn't pick because it's heavy. Lots of ammo. You don't see that ammo on the ground, that's for sure. I could have picked the 308 on the SIG Spear. I mean, great gun. Dan Horner sighted that in for me, so I know that gun's accurate. Probably 300 meters or whatever. I mean, you know that's a great gun. So a lot of these, I mean, it's very difficult. So you guys watch the video. Tell me in the comments of what guns you would pick out of my collections, 5 guns. And you tell me why if you want. But this was a very difficult one. And if you guys get any other ideas of scenarios or whatever you guys want me to do videos on, please let me know. Hope you guys like the video. Hit subscribe. Take care.